Welcome again to the learning portal for the DP accounting software. Based in San Diego, California, database providers proudly develops, distributes, and supports this software. In this video, we are going to talk about managing customers or customer lists. We aim to demonstrate how new customers can be entered and set a few critical defaults. In addition, we will demonstrate how to add contact information, bill or invoice addresses, and important contact names and email addresses to invoices that can be sent or emailed. Furthermore, we will demonstrate how to add ship-to or job addresses for each customer, as well as how to add specific jobs for each customer. Lastly, we will show how to open the customer reports provided, as well as how to search for existing customers and how to delete a customer or flag the customer as inactive. Now let's get right into it. Once the initial setup of this accounting software is complete, where customers can be imported in bulk using the import customer process, adding additional customers is designed to be straightforward and user-friendly. We will demonstrate two simple methods for adding new customers. The first method is to click the Add Customer button from the main menu. A blank customer form is opened, and the new customer information is entered. For simplicity of this demonstration, we will switch to an existing customer as we review the customer's detailed information. You can enter the customer name and location information from there, such as the address, city, state, and zip code. There are two crucial defaults to set when adding a new customer, both highly recommended and utilized in invoicing. The first default is to enter the customer payment terms. The number, or days, identified in this field will be used when creating invoices and establishing the invoice's payment due date. The invoice payment due date will be automatically set using the calculation of the invoice date plus the number of days set here. So, for example, if a payment term of 10 is entered into this field when an invoice is created and has an invoice date of April 30th, 2024, the payment due date will be automatically set as May 10th, 2024, 10 days after the invoice date. If customer payments are always due on receipt, the days entered here should be 0. So the payment due date will equal the invoice date. Note that payment due dates can be changed during the invoice creation process. This default feature has been added to reduce the time needed to create invoices and provide consistency of payment terms for each customer invoice. The second default is the income account. Choose the income account that best suits the goods or services rendered to this customer. Again, setting this default income account reduces the time needed to create invoices and ensures consistency of the income account for all invoices and credits created for this customer. Next, we will add a main contact name and email address. After entering, the user will be prompted to add this to the contacts list. It's as simple as choosing Yes to add. The contact list has now been refreshed, and the main contact is added to the contact list. Additional contacts can be added over time by clicking the Add label. Existing contact information can be easily edited by double-clicking any contact. Make the necessary changes, then click the X in the top right-hand corner to close. This straightforward process gives you complete control over your customer's contact information, allowing you to update and manage it as needed. Moving to the Bill to Address tab or Invoice to Address. There might be situations where invoices must be submitted to different addresses for the same customer. For example, the customer may have all invoices sent to a PO box or an accounts payable person. This feature lets users set up multiple bill to or invoice to addresses. If the customer's main address is also the bill to or invoice to address, click Copy Main Address to Bill to. Invoicing uses this list for the bill to information in invoices, not the main address. Therefore, one bill to or invoice to address must be added. Next, we move to the Ship to or Job Addresses tab. It is common for the same customer to have different ship to or job addresses. This feature was added to eliminate the need to create new customers for each new ship to or job location address. Simply add new addresses to this list. The invoice process uses this list to display the ship to or job address location within each invoice, such as where the goods were shipped to or the services rendered. Therefore, at least one address must be added here. Choose the Copy Main Address to Job Info label to simplify this requirement. The main address is now the first address in this list. As the customer identifies other addresses, click the Add New Job Location label. Double-click an address to edit. Depending on the type of business that uses this accounting software, Many need the ability to capture a job's income and expenses to understand each profitability. This tab provides that ability. When jobs are added to the customer record here, income and expenses can be linked to a job number, ultimately resulting in real-time reporting of the profit or loss of each job. Income comes from the invoices generated, and expenses come from bills. This software automatically assigns job numbers to prevent duplications. To add a new job to this customer, enter a shortened job name and a more lengthy job description in the description field. Additional fields like job start and end dates are added to track open jobs. Some customers may have many contacts. Choose the contact for this job, the bill or invoice address, and the ship or job address. The next tab, Notes, allows users to add any notes about the customer. Lastly, there is the Customer Reports tab. This tab contains a few helpful printable reports. The first report is the customer statement. This report summarizes all of the invoices, credits, and payments recorded, sorted by transaction date, with a historical view of the balance due. This report can be saved as a PDF file and provided to the customer. If the user has a Microsoft Outlook account active on this computer, a quick method to email this statement to the customer is a single-click operation. Just click the Email Customer Statement. The email is generated with the customer statement as an attachment in PDF format. The following report is Invoice History. This printable report shows all invoices entered for this customer. To email this to the customer, click Email Invoice History. The email is generated with the Invoice History report as an attachment in PDF format. The third report is Outstanding Receivables, or some may call it an aging report. This printable report shows all invoices to this customer with a remaining balance due. To email this to the customer, click Email Outstanding Receivables. The email with the Outstanding Receivables or Aging report is attached in PDF format. The final report is Payment History. This printable report shows all payments made by this customer. To email this to the customer, click Email Payment History. The email is generated with the Payment History report as an attachment in PDF format. The second method for adding a new customer is through the Add Invoice process. Although this method exists, it may not be used often, as we hope that customer information is added to this accounting software before invoicing goods and services that have already been rendered. From the main menu, click Add Invoice. The customer drop-down list contains the list of customers already added. If the customer entered is not on this list, the user will be prompted that a new customer will be added. This will open the customer information, where the user will enter all the customer information. Enter the new customer address, city, state, and zip code details. After the customer location information has been added, define the default payment terms and income accounts. Enter a main contact with an email address. This process automatically adds this main contact into the Bill to and Ship to Address tabs. Verify this by clicking on the Bill Address tab and then the Ship to Job Address tab. Lastly, add a job number when applicable. When all of the customer information is completed and reviewed for accuracy, click the back button to continue with creating the invoice. Now that you're familiar with adding new customers, let's explore the search features in the Customer module. From the main menu, click on Customers. The search field, designed for your convenience, is used to find customers of interest. It's important to note that this search field will search all customer information, including the customer contacts, bill to, and ship to information. Once you've entered your search criteria, a simple click of the Enter key will display all matching customers, making your search process a breeze. To display customers in a specific state, like Maryland, enter MD. This shows all customers in Maryland. To clear the criteria, click on the Remove Search label. This will remove the requirements and display the full set of customers. A word of caution: it is essential to keep a consistent approach to customer information. In this example, we are adding states as initials. Stick to this approach and be consistent. For this demonstration, I have added a customer where the state was not abbreviated, specifically Maryland. When I search Maryland, I only see a single customer. When I search the abbreviated state of Maryland as MD, I see the others. The point is to be consistent with data entry, so the search feature will be accurate in the results. The same process can be used for customer names. For example, show all customers with industries in their name. Additionally, enter Copley To show customers with contact names of Copley. To view the customer, double-click the customer from the list. There are a few sections in the customer record that need to be pointed out. Under the Current AR section, you will see a real-time view of this customer's aging. The amount not due yet shows the amount owed, but the payment due date is in the future. In the Overdue section, the 0 to 30 days field shows the amount past due for up to 30 days. The 31 to 60 days field shows the amount past due of up to 60 days. The 61 to 90 days shows the amount past due of up to 90 days. The 91 to 120 days shows the amount past due of up to 120 days. Finally, the greater than 120 days field shows the amount past due beyond 120 days. Below that section is a quick view of sales and payment history. The first sale date shows the date the first invoice was created for this customer. In addition, the last sales invoice number, date, and amount are included. Lastly, the last payment date, amount, and check or other payment reference number are included. To close the customer record, click the Back button, which closes the form and takes the user back to the customer listing. Click the Remove Filter label, and the customer list will now display all customers. Click the Back to Main button, and the user is taken back to the main menu. If a customer is inactive, it is best to flag the customer as inactive. The customer must not be deleted if any transactions, such as invoices or payments, are linked to this customer. This accounting software will warn the user when trying to delete a customer who has transactions related to them. Deleting a customer should only be done when the customer was entered incorrectly. To demonstrate the deletion of a customer, click the Customers button on the main menu. Using the search field, find the customer to delete and double-click the customer. With the customer record open, click the Delete This Customer label. The user is prompted to continue with the deletion to prevent accidental deletions. Select Yes to delete and No to cancel the deletion. If there will be no further business with a customer, flag the customer as inactive. From the main menu, click the Customers button and search for the customer to flag as inactive. Double-click the customer to view their information and then check the inactive box. Close the customer record by selecting the Back button, which returns the user to the customer listing. Thank you for watching this video. We hope that after watching, you understand how to add new customers, the importance of adding the two defaults of payment terms and income account to each customer record, and how to add a main contact that is used to begin the customer contact list. In addition, the requirement is to have at least one bill or invoice to address and one ship to or job address added for each customer. Furthermore, understand that an unlimited number of separate jobs can be added to the customer record to provide the ability to track profits per job. Finally, recognize the customer reports available and what those reports display. Lastly, be able to search and find customers of interest using the search field, set a customer to inactive, and delete a customer. If you found this video helpful, please like it below. In addition, please click subscribe below so that you can be notified when we release new videos.